Hey, I am here with MiniJam69 playing some of the entries, giving first impressions and my personal feedback. And I am here with Deck of Hell. And I was messing around with things, just making sure everything worked, like audio and stuff. I don't know what program this is made in. There was like a little bit of a loading. I guess I could just hit refresh. So I don't know if that's like Godot or like Game Maker. But all I know is it does it really full screen, which is a little sad, but it works. Whatever. Oh, hey, let me. Install. Gotcha. I'm going to just play the browser version because it's here. Toggle timer. I guess I'll have it. Why not? Ooh. Man, already like a parallaxed background. That's super nice. Oh, the camera's following my mouse. I didn't notice that. Current card normal. Yeah, let's go. So it's like a platformer. I assume I'm going to get some sort of shooting just because it is like my mouse is a cursor. Ooh. It's a little hard to see. Ooh. Oh yeah, I did play this for like a brief second before, like I think in like right on the last day of the jam, I played like it for a little bit, and this is before I decided to do all the recordings. It was just like the dev was asking for feedback, but I was behind on my own project, so I kind of didn't have time. But yeah, so you can like shapeshift into a snake, which has like slower movement, but. Something that's kind of catching my eye is the fact that the ground almost blends into like the background because it's like they're the same texture and they line up. Might have been nice to make the background slightly darker. It would also help the protagonist stand out just a little more. So am I riding a dog or? I'm gonna pretend I'm riding a dog because that just sounds way more awesome. So let's see. I don't know what I did. Oh wait, so I see. I sneak down here as the snake. Gotcha. Those cracks make me think I was supposed to break those somehow. Ooh. Yeah, I like the green on these just because it helps. I think. I'm just jamming out a bit. Seems like there's some sort of like lighting effect too that's super nice. Like on the middle of the screen is slightly brighter than the edges. Like a vignette. Oh, I must not drown. Oh, the bubble's like shrinking. Why did I do that? I don't think I've ever seen like a drowning timer like that before. Okay. Switch to snake. Switch back. Ride the platform. Also some pretty well, oh, that's nice that there's like a pretty generous like checkpoint system. That's pretty nice. Well, generous as in I'm lucky that. Ooh, ooh. I am. Oh, is this hop card? I assume it just is higher jump. Yeah. Cool. So this is like kind of Metroidvania-y, but I don't know how the map is structured. So this is like a portal, I think. Is there another way to go, or? Nah. Oh. I almost fell for that twice in a row. That would have been embarrassing. Hey, I made it. Oh. Some hanging spikes. Yeah, I think the background could have just been a little darker in general. Also, man, I think I need to be the snake. Does my snake have like a lower jump? Oh god, I'm so bad. Oh no. Doesn't seem like there's a variable jump height. It seems like no matter how much I like am holding the jump button is like the same height. So that could be, that's just something to keep or like consider for platformer controllers. Oh, was I supposed to jump over this the entire time? No, that's like not high enough. Or it's like too high. And these are tough challenges. And by tough, I mean I keep jumping into the same spikes. Because I need to like jump and then fall a little. Yeah, oh, there we go. I'm not super... Okay, there's a checkpoint here. That's nice. I was a little worried I'd have to do that all again. Hey, oh, I'm out. So these are gonna fall apart, right? That's kind of there. Oh, I can turn back into a not snake in here. It's cool that it like stops me, so it's like still a... Wait. Oh, that's not a... I thought that was a snake-sized tunnel. I'm dumb. So this is a portal, right? No. Oh, it is. I just keep jumping to spikes above it. Oh. So that's a bad portal, it seems. If I go quiet, it's because I'm just focusing. Oh. Ayo. Is that the end? The timer stopped, so... That is one expanding heart. Congratulations. You've freed your soul. Oh, sweet. Can I leave hell then? The end. Ooh. That was a cool little platformer. I haven't come across that many platformers for this jam so far, which is... Platformers are generally feel like one of those default jam games. Not in a bad way, of course, but I feel like I see them a lot during jams. I guess cards kind of can get in the way of that. Yeah, well, let's go through again. So yeah, I think having this arrow over these spikes was a little confusing. I wasn't 100% sure that it was like... As you probably noticed, I tried like smacking these because I thought maybe I had to break them, but then I just noticed. I think it took me longer to notice this path, mainly just because it is like... It's like light gray on slightly darker gray. Not slightly, but like... It's like gray on light gray on gray. Which made it a little hard to see. And the textures kind of line up, but these little things, yeah, it did eventually catch my eye, so now I know. But that is smart that you forced me to like use the snake first, so I know exactly how the snake works. And then some platforming. Some pretty safe platforming. I'm pretty sure it signals pretty clearly that the spikes are bad, just because they are red and covered in blood. Yeah, most of the mechanics are pretty clear, which is really good. I want to see if there's any like secret passages, because a mechanic like this feels like it could really, like just switching forms basically, really does feel like it could facilitate some sneaky sneaks. Whoop. I've got Jump Man. What happens when I drown? Is it just going to teleport me back, or... Wow, that's actually a lot more generous than I thought it was. Oop. I like this room. It's kind of like, yeah, you better go, son. You better switch and you better go. Wait, so if I jump off these, does this make them like... So if I like go on them and then jump... I'm not like I'm not like trying to. Well, I guess I am. I'm just like messing with these. I'm trying to see how I got that to like go upwards. I think I glitched the left one because it doesn't seem to want to drop me anymore. Oh, dang it! I got it to go up. Okay, I'll stop messing with it. Snake is adorable. It does strike me as a little odd that you can't like that when you let go of going a direction, it flips you back left. Like you're always facing right, which can be fine in like which is more fine in a sort of scenario where you're doing like Mario or Mega Man where you're supposed to always go right. But since you have stretches where you're supposed to go left, it is a little like not disoriented, but it is a little odd. But what you gotta do, it's a game jam, like 72 hours, if that. Like, not everybody even gets to use the full time. Usually there's more important things than making the character turn slightly less incorrectly. I probably explained that really weird. It's cool that you have a timer, like just especially a toggleable timer, just because it kind of like can create this incentive to try to go as fast as possible. All right, that's bad. Can I like go back through here? I don't think so. Well, I don't remember the right path through here. It's like down here and then up here and then done. Gotcha. Hey, I'll try to give it a speed run just because they do mention a speedrun Discord down here. Yeah. I'm going to try to go as fast as possible. Go immediately. Wait, I forgot that the camera is tied to like the mouse. Oh my god. I'm already playing super optimally. I'm missing like many jumps. You know what? Let me just my computer, my mouse lagged. Okay, let's try that again. I didn't start the timer. For real this time. For real. Okay, not a great start, but not a horrible start. Oh my god, why did I jump? I like jumped to try to go slightly faster and killed myself. I wonder how early I could start jumping here. Ooh, that was pretty tight. Oh, wrong way. I forgot about this part. It's nice that when you die, you come back like instantly. Well, I almost got it like within a minute. No, I didn't. It's way over a minute. What am I talking about? Switch, damn you! There we go. Well, 9120. What's the C? What? There was like text off screen. Oh, was that like telling me that I finished? Maybe I should download it. Hellcards.exe. This is Deck of Hell. I guess I'll do the one that was most recent. Cardjam.app.zip. Oh, that's Apple. Oh, so that's for Android. I'll just download the zip, I guess. Because I think it might be scaling incorrectly, because it seemed like there was text off screen there. Where's my folder? Don't look at my folders. They're top secret. Top secret information. Oh, okay, so it was GameMaker. Oh wait, this is the HTML. I don't actually know if I can launch an HTML. Alright, never mind. Hellcards.exe, I guess. Let's try this again. Ooh. My computer doesn't really like me running EXEs. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Well, that full screen more. It is also really loud. There we go. Oh yeah, I wanted the timer. So the mouse controlling the camera is a little odd when the mouse doesn't do anything. I almost would just like prefer to just like sit here like this. I guess I can just like position the mouse and do this. I probably could have jumped way earlier. I'm wasting time. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the world record at this pace. Oh my god. This is a very fast movement speed, but it's kind of like one of those things you kind of get used to with a platformer. Yo. Oh, that was worse than my other time. So that also is cut off now. It still doesn't fit in. Well, that must be a bug. Congratulations. I feel very congratulated. Makes me sad that I can't jump on top of this in the credit screen. Just give me something to like mess around with. It's cool that your like end screen does let you like jump around. That was a neat little game. Pretty cool. I like that there's a speedrun timer. It is a little sad that the speedrun timer isn't in like this scene, so I can like take a screenshot. Look at my time. That's alright. I like the art for the main character. Oh, I can't switch forms. Oh well, I mean, it's just this form and the snake form and then blue this form. Let us go again. This is pretty fun just to like run. Makes me a little sad that there's like this nice parallax background, and then you go inside for the rest of the game. That is a little sad. You can see it kind of through this window, but it's like, dang boy. Put time into like this really nice looking background and then it's just never used again. Unless there's a way to like jump up there somehow. It's a little sad that there's like no secret passages with the different forms, but that's to be expected really. It's a game jam. It's like there's not that much time to implement anything. Snake boy. Snake boy. Can I fit in here? Oh my god. Oh, anyways, where was I? But yeah, pretty solid platformer all around. It's I wish there was a little bit of variable jump height, as it is. When you like, if I tap it barely, that's max, or that's like minimum jump height. But if I hold it, that's max jump height. It's like the same. Platformer controllers are a pain. I once spent like a week making a platform controller, and I just like reuse that from time to time now because platformer controllers could be really annoying to get perfect. I didn't notice if there was any coyote time or not. Doesn't feel like it. And that's another one of those like feel-good platformer mechanics that's just like such a... It could be a real pain to program. But basically it's just the idea that you give the player like a few frames once they are no longer touch anything. Or like when they're no longer touching anything, they can still jump off. And it like... It just makes like platforms feel a little better. Without it, it feels like you're dropping input sometimes. I didn't really notice it that much, but that is just like a thing. Wait, is this not a solid block? Oh. This looks like it would be a solid wall. Huh. Well then. Pretty cool. I think the background tiles could be a little darker though. I said that earlier, but I just want to say it again while I'm here. I like these glass tiles just because it's like actually see-through but also still colored. That's nice. Although I guess that would just be slightly transparent. But yeah, I really like the background out here. Like there's parallax and it's all like darkened silhouette. But it's like kind of like weird mountains. They're like reverse what are they called in caves? Like stalactites? So it's kind of like hell is like the has like reverse stalactites just going upwards instead of downwards. Yeah. That would have been really cool to see like just levels out here. Not to like harp on about that. Just I'm just giving my thoughts. This is pretty fun though. Oh god. Why do I do that? Why do I keep jumping into that? It's a little hard to see, like the spikes underwater. Like I don't catch it. Makes me sad that there isn't like a death animation or death particle. Like you don't splatter into blood or anything. I guess don't want to be too violent in the game jam. Blue man. I wanna explore that room more. These falling platforms seem to be a little unhelpful when it comes to dying. I don't want to activate a checkpoint. Could you guys please fall? Oh, I think I broke them. They don't want to kill me. Dang you. I'm gonna get a checkpoint, right? Is there like a checkpoint right here? Maybe if I drown? Ah, there's a checkpoint. Dang you. How dare you give me checkpoints. Oh. This jump is really like, this jump makes it really apparent that there's no variable jump height, just because you always hit that. Unless you like, you have to jump before it. Oop. Ah. These blocks are a little weird. They're like darker for some reason. So, how do these work? Because they take their time to fall, but then when they come... I'm not sure how it... I don't know what would have caused it to, like, what could possibly cause a, like, platform like that to behave that way. Do I get a different ending if I touch this as Snake? Congratulations! You have. Congratulations. Wait, is it? Oh, is it going to be the same text as this? You have freed your soul. Oh, I think it is. I think it says congratulations. You have freed your soul. Ah. But yeah, this was a really cool entry. I haven't seen too many platformers so far, and yeah, I liked the art, especially like the main character, like Doge Rider. I think there's a little bit, like, really small improvements that could be made to the to the character controller, specifically with platformer controllers, coyote jumping. So when you fall off a platform, let the player still be able to jump. For I hear 3 frames is a pretty good number, but it depends on the game. What was the other one? Coyote jump, and oh yeah, variable jump height. Variable jump height is one of those things that's really it's kind of important because it opens up so many avenues for level design. Like if you have a variable jump height, you can start making platforms that or like spike setups where you have to like short hop and then big jump. Big jump is a pretty weird way of phrasing it, but I think just like max jump height. But I mean, hey, like as I said, those aren't the easy. Those trying to implement both of those can lead to bugs, and like if you aren't like if you haven't done it before, coming up with ways to do it is weird and broken. There's plenty of tutorials online though, and even then I remember trying to follow a tutorial to get like coyote jumping, and it's like I made my own character controller. It was weird, and then they had a tutorial on how to do coyote jumping, and it literally didn't work with mine because I had a weird setup. But anyways, yeah, those two things for the character controller, really good entry. I'm just giving my thoughts on things to that can help improve it. I think the background was too bright. You can go really dark with background textures in general. It's what's the? I don't know if there's like a term for it other than just contrast, but there's a really. It's better to have like what is it? It's like it's good to think of your levels in like stages where it's like you have your background, your middle ground, and then like your foreground. And generally, you want the background stuff to be like darkened, a little bit desaturated. You don't want high contrast backgrounds. From what I've seen, like there's been good high contrast backgrounds, but generally you want the background to be darker or way brighter. You just want them to be way different. Because in a platforming scenario where like you depending on the level design and the movement controls, like Limbo, obviously this probably wouldn't apply to as much. Although they did a great example of like the reverse of bright backgrounds, dark foregrounds. But you want things to be super clear in faster paced games, just because it's like The faster you have to go, the faster you have to analyze and realize that something is there. A good example is how the spikes have like a red, like a dark red tint on them, that they become easier to spot. But yeah, just my thoughts. I really enjoyed this though. I could do another final speedrun for the trip. Okay. Hope you're ready. I think something to note is that speedrun timers in jam games, games, they're a really good option just because it adds it's like an instant replay value thing, which is really good because not all jam games have like replay value, but usually you need randomness, which depending on how your game is structured, if you have an infinite model, it doesn't last too long. Or you can have a speedrun timer, and for some players, that's like enough to get really invested. So that was a good decision just to have that. I like this. So this is a cool thing. It's even like slightly easier to program this, but I would think. But it's always nice. I love main menus in platformers where you control the player. Like this one's really limiting, but intentionally so. It's like thematic. It's like a cage. Makes so much sense. Okay. Well, let me warm up my speed. Okay. Let's go. Well, that's gonna cost no time at all. Never mind. That was scary. Oop, wrong. Ooh, boy, this is not a bad one. Never mind, it's a terrible one. Immediately blew it. Man, I'm so bad at this part. Oh my god. I had it. I threw it away. The choke. I'm choking. I'm behind my best. No. I tried my best. Oh, another thing that could add a lot of polish to movement. This is a really small one because it's like it could take way more time than it's worth, especially in a game jam, which is like just dust particles when you jump or land, dust particles when you walk, just those things. Really gentle footstep sounds would have been nice, but again, that's just like a list of really small things that are definitely not even. They're mostly not even worth it to implement in a game jam if you don't have like extra polish time. Like if you have extra polish time, go right ahead, but game jams, man, it's like a lot of times you just have no time. Anyways, really solid entry. Cheers.